Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back to iAllegedly. I've got a good one for you today because we've got a ticking time bomb, and you can't deny these numbers. You can't deny what's going on in the economy. Enough is enough is enough. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to this channel. And don't forget we have a private channel, iAllegedly Live. I'll talk about that later. But let's get right into it. I love economic numbers. Guys, I go to bed watching this stuff. I get up in the morning watching this stuff. But yesterday it was compelling because we got the housing numbers and you got builder sentiment. And I hate lies. I hate liars in my life. I hate liars in business. I hate liars in the news. And for those of you on the private channel, I prove that stuff all the time. But builders, home builders, home builders want to convince us of one thing right now. And they want to convince us that we are having a difficult time right now because of the fact that there was a government shutdown. Home builders want you to believe that the government shutdown affected them selling houses. Who believes that? Do you sell in a government area? Do you sell in an area that has a lot of people that work for the government? No, it's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. Builder sentiment went up. I want to get this number right. Rose to 38. Anything under 50 goes 0 to 100. Anything under 50 is considered bad and, recessionary, negative. Well, it went up from 36 to 38. Oh, great news. The only problem was 41% of all the home builders had to reduce the price of a house in October to sell it. 41%. I am telling you guys this right now. If you buy anything right now and you do not negotiate a deal and open your mouth on anything, learn to chisel. Learn to be that person. Now, you can't walk in the grocery store and go, hey, this hamburger is $9.99. I'll give you $4. But you can't do that. We all know that. There's people that try. And, I could go on for an hour about that. But the home builders are having a difficult time because people are not buying those expensive houses right now. And the numbers, don't lie. The conditions of the industry are at a 41. Future sales forecast fell to 51. Now think about it. Fell to 51, just above the recessionary numbers. And prospective buyer traffic increased to 26%. Well, no, that's nothing, guys. That is nonsense. You walk through a house, you walk through an open house, you walk through a builder's selling a property, and that is what they keep track of. Well, hey, write your name and number down here. I'm not giving you anything. I don't want my name, and I refuse to do that. So with that being said, that increased 26%. Nobody believes that. Sales incentives, the use of sales incentives to sell a home, we're at 65% of all the sales that are out there. Wow, that is crazy. Fannie Mae also held steady at they have a different rating system. Theirs is at 71.4%. And is it good time or bad time to buy a house? I love this one. Think about this. 24% of the people out there say it's a good time to buy a house. Well, that's not really that good of a number. 76% say it's a bad time to buy a house. Well, you don't want to be in that industry. This is the lender telling you this. The lender. Elon Musk stepped forward and said that we're going to see problems in our finances if we don't fix it and start paying off our national debt. The best way to do that, he said, is through AI and robotics. Now, for everybody that's freaking out about AI and robotics, I am one that thinks that it's going to change everything, a lot of things. There is a company right now that is, think about this, producing 3,000 podcasts a week that people are listening to through AI. There's no host, there's no Dan, there's no Mike, there's no Steve, there's no Peter, there's no Ninja, there's no nothing out there with that. They're just creating it on their own. Now, you can sit there and go, well, who would want that? I hate those computer-generated voices, and I can tell instantly, hi, how are you? Thank you for calling, Bishop Carpentry. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, and I can tell. But there are people listening to this stuff, and they're going to generate They say that there are 175,000 fake podcasts out there right now. Now, is the information real? Do they gather news and gather stuff on woodworking and different things like that I found and send it out? Yeah, but who wants to watch that? Look at all the birds out there. Isn't that cool? It's kind of nice to come out here early. It has rained for multiple days and finally stopped raining, but the bird crap and the goose crap is gone. So that's kind of delightful. I think that's how you put it. But again, they have lied to us extensively. And the builders are lying to you, telling you that the government shutdown is what affected you buying a home. Now, if you're in that area, or if that's your industry and you get paid by the government, look at the pelicans, how big they are. Those are huge. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. But there are people out there going, oh, the government shutdown, that's what's, making this recessionary number. No, it's not that. They can't sell houses. They're too expensive. If you do not get everything, you need to ask for a price reduction. You need to ask for them to throw in. Listen, I want granite countertops. I want everything thrown in. There are houses falling out of escrow at a record pace right now. Walk into these homes. You and your spouse walk in and go, honey, could we live in this house? I know you didn't pick the granite out. I know you didn't pick the doorknobs out, but could you live with this? Because let's pull a Dan and offer them $100,000 less than the houses right now. And that we've got our loan approved, we're pre-qualified, we're ready to go. Go save some money, folks. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Have the guts to ask the question. The worst thing they're going to say is, we can't do that. Oh, okay. What can you do? Well, listen, you know what? We're going to take our loan elsewhere because we're pre-approved. Dang it, don't leave. Please don't leave. Okay? So, 5 things that will let you know how bad things are right now in the economy. And I pulled this list together, and it was so good. Consumer debt crisis. Everybody is borrowing to the moon right now. You've got, $18.59 trillion in consumer debt. Almost 4.5% are solidly behind. Over 2 payments behind in their credit cards. This is climbing. This is 2008 numbers. Nobody wants to admit that we're in a recession. Nobody wants to admit that we're going to depressionary numbers, but we're there. And you need to negotiate everything you do in your life. Auto loans, the highest in 15 years that people haven't been paying. Student loan debt, same thing. I just got a phone call today from somebody about their student loan debt, and they said, hey, I wanted to let you know that this worked. I'm like, what worked? Oh, I called, my student loan company, and, we worked out a payment program, and they took me off all these delinquencies, and I'm in good shape, and it's not going to affect my credit in a negative way. With a phone call, did that. Thank you so much for reaching out to us. We appreciate that. So, average credit card APR, 22 to 29%. We have a corporate bankruptcy tsunami right now going on. Corporate bankruptcy, there's been 3,700 stores that have closed already. Industrial sector hit the hardest with 98 insolvencies. We're going to have over 100 this week because you're going to have 2 other companies go bankrupt that are going to be big. You had First Brands that went down with $10 billion in liabilities, an auto parts company that affected so many people. You've got all these different people that are in different industries that are just completely upset, upside down, not doing well. Foreclosure industry is booming right now. I'm so excited. I'm having dinner with my friend tonight who's the foreclosure expert. Oh, Dan, it's crazy right now. We are seeing numbers we haven't seen in the longest time. Things are up. Oh, what do you think they're up? They're up like a third right now. The numbers say they're up 32%. So that is huge right now. So, oh, thank you very much. Thank you. No, it's okay. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Thank you very much. She's a subscriber. What do you know? What's your name? Trisha. Pleasure to meet you, Trisha. Let's talk about our sponsor, Vissla Copper. Alaska is one of our favorite states for exploration when it comes to minerals. It is abundant. And right now, there is an area called Ambler Road that has just been reopened because of the Trump administration. And it has full support of the Department of Defense and the Department of Energy. And big things are going to come out of Alaska. Now, Vista Copper has just acquired the Palmer Project. The Palmer Project is exciting because the U.S. government just named it as a priority for exploration for minerals and precious metals. Think about this. There is $3.5 billion worth of copper in the ground right now in the Palmer Project that Vista controls. This stock is trading right now under a dime. They have a billion-dollar management team that has success in the past. You need to check out VCUFF today. Now, you have to do your own due diligence, but whenever I look at a less expensive stock, I always go to the management team. And this team is exceptional. This is the same team that ran Vizsla Silver. Vizsla Silver, guys, went from 15 cents a share to $7 a share. They have a proven track record of getting undervalued assets and having them perform. They're great at exploration. Now, think about this. With this $3.5 billion worth of copper in ground, you have to look at what other companies have done with this same type of news. Nova Minerals and Trilogy Metals got the same type of government backing, and their stock price went up 200%. What's going to happen here? Now, copper is in short supply. Copper is used in wiring, copper is used in construction, copper is used in green energy, and there is not enough of it. With this Palmer acquisition by Vizsla Silver, you could see huge upticks in the stock price for VCUFF. Check it out today, guys. Think about this. NPR even wrote an article. Can we forget rare earth minerals? Can we get enough copper? That was their article. Fantastic, guys. Look at this today. Look at VCUFF. In the United States and Canada, it's VCU. But check it out today and take a look at Vizsla Copper today. Talk to experts. Be educated. The best thing that you can do is learn new things. There's an abundance of wealth in this world and an abundance of education. The best people that are the most successful people in my life that I've ever met are people that love doing what they do. Now, did they think they were going to do this? Guys, I am a marketing guy. I love to get leads and bring people together. And when I ran my medical conference, God, I love doing that. I love raising money for people. I love putting people on stage and having them promote medical innovation. It's fantastic. It really, really was. But I love doing this. But I am telling you, as time goes by, there's an abundance of information. There's an abundance of wealth of knowledge. You can do anything. You can make money. You can meet people. It's a very, very exciting time in this world. It really, really is. Take advantage of it right now. My son in 2018 bought me an iPad, and I said, I'm going to do something different with this. I'm going to dedicate myself to learning new things. And I taught myself how to barbecue. I taught myself how to use the smoker, and my kids loved it. Cooking, education, news, everything. Now, was I always doing that? Yes, but I didn't have that iPad. And I'm going to watch Netflix and cat videos. So I didn't do that. And you should do the same thing. There is a commercial real estate meltdown. There's $957 billion in loans that are coming due right now. It's a billion-dollar wall that they're calling it. Unbelievable. Office vacancy is still over almost 21% for offices around the country. Now, whenever I say this, people go, "Oh, Dan, I'm in Duluth. I'm in Wichita, Kansas. I'm in South Carolina. It's crazy. It's so good here. Manhattan is coming back, Dan. You talk bad about New York, but you're going to see great things. We're going to see some stuff about New York. You're right about that. The value of office property right now is expected to drop 26 to 40%. Here are these numbers, guys. These are all from experts. Morgan Stanley. How about this one? This is strong. This is going to be much worse than 2008. Okay? Ask Lehman Brothers how bad 2008 was. Oh, that's right, they're closed. Major lenders like Blackstone, KKR, slashing funding 60 to 69%. We're not going to buy commercial real estate right now. That's what they're saying right now. Banks can't refinance at the current rate, and they can refinance commercial properties if they lose money. Please understand this. There are professionals out there in every sector. The commercial space, the guy that keeps writing me that's great is Aaron Smiles out of New York. There's a guy that knows his stuff. I don't know how big his operation is. I don't know anything about that. Never met the guy. But he's very knowledgeable, and he sends me stuff that just show how ridiculous it is for some of these properties and how people are buying properties at 25 cents on the dollar. How would you like to be paying rent? How would you like to be in a 10-year lease in a building that is 70% vacant and you're the only one paying the bills? You feel like an idiot if you did that. But again, if you're in that position, it's time to try to renegotiate. So, what else? You know, the mass layoffs. Here's the thing that is bad about this economy right now, and that is, builder sentiment. You can lie about, government shutdown. If you're my nephew, that's the air traffic controller, he's going to have a huge paycheck coming because the government reopens, and here's your money that we owed you, plus, if he gets his bonus. They're talking about a $10,000 bonus for certain ones of those people that had certain jobs, and air traffic controllers are one of them. Now, what would you do for 10 grand right now? A lot. Okay, you missed 2 paychecks. We're going to pay interest. We're going to pay all your overtime, everything else that you've done to make up for it, and then give you a $10,000 bonus. Would you do that? This is the sign, guys, to make sure that your finances are in order, that if you missed a paycheck or two, that you're going to be in decent shape. Because people are not. People are hurting right now, and people are so behind the 8 ball. And I know, again, I've got kids in sports. I've got a sick child. I've got a kid that has a learning disability, and I have to pay for the school programs and everything else. I understand. I've had all that stuff, guys, and I get it. But you have to understand what is going on. The mass layoffs. Think of, how about this? How about this number? 540 tech workers lose their job every day. 540 tech workers lose their job every day because of AI and because of the climate right now. AI is replacing white-collar workers at an unprecedented rate. This is happening while employment is supposed to be low right now. Remember, we have 4.3% unemployment. So it's basically considered everybody hired, full-time employment. Nonsense. We're watching all the deficiencies in real time, guys. We really are. This is the perfect storm for a negative economy. And if you know this, you can fix it. You can fix this. It's that simple. Look at business leaders, look at people that you can respect and what they're doing. When you hear that people are pulling out of NVIDIA, when you hear that people are selling AI stocks, maybe you shouldn't be in that AI stock. I think that AI is going to be here. I think it's going to be huge. Have there been huge profits already built into the existing AI programs? Yes. But it's not going to replace certain people. I saw a great video the other night that I tried to reach out to them, said, hey, can I share this? And they never got back to me. It's probably some AI person that wrote me back. Fake AI person. Anyways, they had a receptionist, and they showed how it worked answering questions for this, and it was a cabinetry company. And I'm like, this is really cool, because basically it got rid of the receptionist that was late and a pain and had attitude and broke up with her boyfriend not too long ago. And I'm going through a lot right now. You know what AI does? Answers the phone. Okay? We have a private channel called iAllegedly Live, which is uncensored. It is all the good stuff. It is things we cannot say other places. Please check it out. You sign up at iAllegedly.tv. We have a video sharing platform called newvideos.com that is taken off, and it's in its soft launch right now. But if you want to share videos, check out newvideos.com today because it is awesome, and we'll share more of that in the coming weeks as well. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Again, guys, knowledge is power. Knowledge for your health, knowledge for your fitness, knowledge for your business, knowledge for your relationships, knowledge for everything. You can learn anything in this world right now that you want to. You just need to go out and, it's not take a pill, it's not Ozempic, and oh my gosh, I'm going to be able to be the smartest person in the room. It doesn't work that way. It's going to take an effort. Okay? Good luck. Good luck. I will see you very soon.